Good evening. I have spent the last 5 or so minutes sitting here trying to think of anything to talk about and realized that that's really not the real idea behind these videos. I never think of what I'm going to do beforehand, and if I do think about it, I don't think about it enough to prepare. So figured I may as well stick to what I've usually done and stop trying to prepare myself and just let this be a train wreck, which I'm sure it will be. Prepare for that. Anyway, let's try starting off with one. I checked my audio. In the last video, it actually sounded pretty alright. It wasn't very tinny, but it was super echoey, which I really can't get away from with this room. I mean, I'm hearing myself now, like echoing back in my own ears. So, trust me, what you're hearing, I'm hearing. Someday I'll be able to maybe un-echo that. I really don't know. I'll have to mess with it. But aside from that, starting on the day, I woke up, felt awful because I have not been sleeping well. For some reason, I keep waking up at like 2 a.m. despite taking melatonin to try to make my sleep last longer. It's just not working. Yeah, I keep waking up at like 2 a.m. and then just not being able to fall back asleep. So that's been awesome. I woke up very, very exhausted. Saw a message in our group chat saying that PT, which for those of you who might not have seen the like one episode where I explained what that is, that's physical training for the Army. We do it every morning. Well, every weekday morning. Gracious, I apologize. Anyway, that was called off for weather concerns. Tomorrow it's going to be in the gym, so we should be able to do that just fine, hopefully. Gracious. Oh, right. Yeah, I got called off, so normally I would take that opportunity to lay in bed for... Come on, focus in on me. There you go. I have it on autofocus because I move around a lot in these little videos, so instead of taking the opportunity of missing PT to sit around, I got up, I got ready for the day, I started cleaning. Right now, my room and kitchen are still like spotlessly clean, and it's so nice. It's so nice to just come home from work and know that everything is done and just be able to take it easy. Oh, it's so nice. I doubt it's going to last very long, but I'm going to be sitting here enjoying my clean room and my Brita water / green tea, which I also have. I'm just going to enjoy that in peace because it's nice. Let me think. I played a little bit of GTA. It's just something about GTA and the hackers. I swear, I've never been in a server where there wasn't someone on that stupid. There's a vehicle in that game which is a bike, like a motorcycle, but it's a rocket. It's like a jet, and you can fire infinite missiles from it, homing missiles. And I don't know why they decided to put that in the game, but every single person who's over level like 110 in that game just buys that vehicle and exclusively drives around on the vehicle, blowing everybody in the map up. Don't know why. Don't know what they gain from that, other than just causing problems. But that's really all people do in GTA. They just work really, really hard, get to the level where they can screw everyone else up, and then screw everyone else up. It's a very, very strange social experiment. If the only proof that humans existed left on Earth after we were all eliminated from some crazy catastrophic event was footage of all the GTA servers and the nonsense that goes on in there, and some aliens found that, they wouldn't think they've stumbled upon intelligent life. They would think it's just... I don't know a lower life form. I was going to say amoebas, but I don't... I honestly don't really even know fully what those are, so... It's been a little bit since I was in a science class. Gracious, I should just stop trying to be intelligent at any point. I don't try to be intelligent. I try to perform normal human tasks like knowing things. And that is already too high of a bar for me to set for myself. Anyway. Holy cow, what was I just talking about? was playing GTA. I was talking about how people behave on GTA. And I was saying they behave like lower life forms. But I just said that in a really, really long, long-winded format. I apologize. Gracious. Now I know why my watch time is so low. My watch time for these videos is like 5 minutes, 30 seconds, which is completely fair. Bye. Okay, I just reached that. But yeah, I played GTA. Gracious. More importantly, I played some Forza. And right now, me and my buddy, since it's a glitchy, awful mess, are just kind of unlocking all of these things called barn finds, which are rare cars that you get in that game by finding them in barns. Sorry for the long pause there. They're rare cars that you find in barns, and so far they've been really, really underwhelming. Like I was really hoping for a lot of like new cars. There's a lot of interesting cars that Forza does not have in its game, and I wish it did. I wish it did, but they just don't. They are using a lot of cars that we've had in the games for years, years and years, and just like putting them in the barn finds. Like, oh, look what you found! It's so special. Like, oh, cool. We've had that since like 2010. And the downside of them putting it in Mexico is I don't really know if there's many cars made in Mexico. Because I mean, so far I've unlocked like a Porsche, a Ford, a Ferrari. Like none of these are made in Mexico. A Dodge, two Dodges. Like I don't want to give too much away, but like none of it's like, oh, here's the car that was made in Mexico. We're so proud of this. Like no, it's like here's the car from this movie. We've had it in 3 other video games that we've made. And every time we say it's from, oh, look at that, it's from this movie. Oh well. But yeah, I've been doing that on Forza. I basically just drive around and wait to unlock more barn finds. Because it's an awful glitchy mess and I can't play it very much with my friends. Let's see. I went to work, wasn't able to do anything because I immediately responded to a message that a captain had sent me and sent out a message to another captain as a result of that, and that other guy didn't get back to me, so I'm just kind of waiting on that. Let me think. Oh, I did some classes where you can gain things called promotion points, and you need a certain amount of them to be a sergeant someday. And I'm going to be in the military for 5 years, so I'm probably going to run the risk of going to a promotion board for sergeant, so I might as well get ready and have those points ready. So I was doing courses for that, and you can learn anything to get these promotion points. You can learn languages, you can learn history, and I was learning like military like signals, like a company signs and stuff like that. It was really weird, and I took the you can take a test before going through all the content, and if you get a certain score, it will let you just like get all the promotion points immediately and not have to go through the content. And I took the test and I got an 82% just guessing. And it still failed me. I was so mad. Because even just guessing through the test took me a good 15 minutes. And now I have to go through the whole course, which is 5 hours. So that did not go well. I did a lot of driving around. I picked some people up today. Went back and forth. I was enjoying that because I get to listen to my music and I get to drive through the crazy rainy weather that we were having today. Ah, gracious. I'm sorry. I really am tired. I guess I will cut this video shorter than it should be. I'm not going to be able to think of a title, but oh well. Let me see. I did that. Came home. Oh, I played more Stardew and Stardew Valley, and I got the thing. There's a thing in the game called Community Center, where you have to bring certain items you forage and fish and grow on your farm or find in like the mines and stuff. You bring all that stuff to a community center to restore it, and I restored it. And so in doing so, I unlocked like 3 different Steam achievements and made a ton of progress in the game. And that's just really, really cool because it's kind of a heartwarming moment when you do it because your in-game motivation for doing that is like you're helping the community. And once you do that, it very much like thanks you in a way of like the whole community likes you better and like thanks you for your efforts and like communicates with you more. It's cool. It changes the whole way that the town feels when you do that. You help out the community like that. So that was cool. Uh, that's literally the last thing I did. I didn't watch any movies today. Didn't listen to any new music. Today was just a very boring, basic day. And I have nothing to say about it. Oh, I will say, I thought of one thing to talk about, which was I was going through YouTube and I see playlists of music that I'd like to listen to, and I thought to myself, oh, how cool would it be if I could just, fall asleep listening to music like I used to? Because back home, I had an alarm clock. This is my alarm clock now. It's super basic and boring. Back home, I had an alarm clock that would play music. It would play the radio, or it would play like I think my sister had one that would play nature sounds, and like I loved having that because you could put it on the radio and like fall asleep to a good song, and you could set it for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 and an hour. But unfortunately, there isn't even any real radio stations out here, even if I did have that. So it wouldn't work. And I've tried to have like timers and stuff on my phone, but that just doesn't really super exist from what I found. If anybody knows something on the Android store, or the Google Play Store, I guess, that works like that, I've tried different apps and none of them really perform like that. Like just a timer on like YouTube Music or Amazon Music, Spotify, stuff like that. I've tried different apps to do that and none of them work. So if anybody knows one out there, comment down below, and while you're at it, like and subscribe. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you actually want to see more of me, which I don't know why you would. This is just for me to say hi to family. So, hi family. I hope you're all doing good out there. Yeah, that was like the only thing I could think of to talk about was I legitimately for like the last couple of months while I've been here have really been missing that old alarm clock, and that's so weird to think about, like waking up to music instead of bah, 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 and waking up to like a radio, and like getting up and not turning it off, just turning it down a little bit, like getting dressed, getting ready for the day, and like listening to the guy on the radio say like the weather forecast, and like if there was a game the day before, it'd be like, hey, was Rainier West Bears played the Clatskanie Tigers, and the scores were 15-31. And I don't know what sport that would be, but I can't think of any teams. But stuff like that, just so much better than just the clinical waking up feeling of just bah, 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 and then going onto YouTube and looking for a song, and I don't know, I miss the old ways of doing things. It's every now and again I think back to the days of like watching cartoons and having ads in the cartoons, and that would be your break to like go get a snack, or like I don't know. I would put out a blanket in the living room and put all my Legos on there. I used to have a ton of Legos as a kid, and I remember like building Legos really slowly as the show was on, and kind of getting a shape of what I wanted to do. And then over the ads, I would build up that thing and like build on it. And then the show would come back on, and I would kind of pause a little bit, build in another direction. When the ad came on, I build in that direction. It was fun. It was interesting to do things the old way. I still find myself listening to the radio in the car, the one radio station we have, just to hear like kind of the audio quality of it, like the tiny bit of static that they can never quite get away from, and like the delivery that all radio DJs have in their voice. I don't know. It's just something about it takes me back to different times. I mean, I play my, let me see, I think I still have it around here. I do. I play my Nintendo 3DS every now and again with the one game I have for it being Pokemon Heart Gold. That doesn't sound healthy. I play that every now and again just to feel nostalgic, and then immediately get bored because I've played through that game so many times. I probably have over 1,000 hours in Pokemon Heart Gold and probably over 2,000 hours in Pokemon Platinum. I've played through those games so many times. I've beaten all of those games to the fullest extent that they can be beaten at least 5, 6, maximum of 10 times. Like, it gets old. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about listening to music tonight, and it just made me think of listening to the radio, riding the bus to school, watching old cartoons as a kid, playing my Nintendo DS. Just kind of the positives of older technology when everything wasn't so streamlined. Yeah, back in my day. Yeah, whatever. I am going to be such an annoying elder when I actually am qualified to say back in my day. When I hit 65, goodness gracious, run for the hills. I'm going to be a force to be reckoned with because I've been 65 since I was 16. Oh, there's just no hope for me. There's just no hope for me. But with any luck, there'll be some hope for you. So I'm going to end this video so you can go about your day and better yourself so you don't end up like me, a withered old man at the age of not even 20. But yes, I will end this video. Alright. Whatever time it may be, wherever you live out in our crazy green, blue, and whatever colors world. I guess white because snow. Or if you're on a different kind of globe that's like that yellowy, you have like that beige and then the red. And push that thought right on out of here. Begone, thought. THOUGHT. It's too late for thinking. Whatever time it may be for you. I need to do this or I won't be able to end the video. Whatever time it may be for you, whether it be a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good night, whatever time it may be, I hope sincerely that for you, it is good. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Legitimately seeing the, you've gotten 1 like more than normal in the last week for some reason makes me feel like I'm doing the greatest job ever in the world. So I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me, and literally all of the support. Just clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. How is this 17 minutes? Oh my gosh. I need to start editing these. You poor souls that actually watch the end of this. I don't think there is a poor soul that actually does watch the end of these videos. But you know what? When I actually turn 65, maybe I will enjoy this. And I will probably have proven myself right by becoming I was going to say a bad word. By becoming an awful old man. Anyway, until that happens, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I'm dying slowly. This has been Overlord Pop-Tart. Stay frosty. And stay safe out there. There's a lot of crazies in this world. I know, because I'm one of them.